What up, people? It's Nickopz here, and today I'm going to be talking about Sonya freaking Blade. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know how I feel about this character. And I'm actually disgusted with how this community perceives this character right now. I really am. In case you don't know, towards the beginning of this game's life cycle, this character was considered the best in the game by many. And over time, I slowly have watched the perception change on this character for literally no reason. This character, the way she is perceived right now, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but it actually freaking disgusts me. That this character is being downplayed by so many people in this community. And I literally think at this point, people are just following the lead when it comes to downplaying this character. Because there's definitely some people out there that still recognize that this character is I shouldn't even have to say at least top 5. She's definitely top 5. But there's people out there that understand that this character is definitely still top 5. And the majority of people in this community are placing her as freaking mid-tier. I shouldn't even be saying Sonya and mid-tier in the same freaking sentence, like at all. But that's where we got into, right? We're in a community that thinks Lau is good and Sonya is worse than him. I just don't understand. Now, we are going to discuss why Sonya is so dumb. But before we get into that, oh wait, hold up. Let me make sure my mic's right. All right, before we get into that, I want to talk about why the perception changed in this community on this character. Now, bear with me, because if you don't listen to this, you're really going to be confused. So, around the time Sonya got nerfed, calling what they did to Sonya a nerf still feels wrong. Like, she got a baby nerf, or as I call it on freaking Twitch, a fetus nerf. That nerf barely did anything to this character. It did not change the way that this character is played at all. Not one freaking bit. And it's just actually ridiculous that so many people jumped off of this character after what they did to her. Now, they took this move right here and took away the pop-up on it. Now, if you don't believe me, you can go watch old tournament footage. When she did this right here, she got around 36 to 37%. 36 if I remember correctly. Now, the new optimal that people had to do was this. So they got 1 to 2% less damage mid-screen. Or 1 or 2 less damage mid-screen. Literally like 1 or 2. And in the corner, she used to get 50% for 2 bars off of a mix-up. I shouldn't, like, that shouldn't even be a sentence that is said. 50% for 2 bars off of a mix-up in the corner. And now she gets like 46, 45 damage. Like, literally barely like anything done to her damage in the corner. You shouldn't even have got 50. She shouldn't even have got 50% damage in the corner in the first place. Now, these entitled Sonya players that dropped her were mad because they took away her 36% 1-bar combo and her 50% 2-bar combo. So since they nerfed it like a couple percent in the corner and literally like 1 or 2% mid-screen, they dropped her. Yeah, think about how dumb that sounds. And there was a lot of people bandwagoning this character. Like, she was actually flooded in the Combat League and flooded online after Scar 1 Combo Breaker. All these people dropped her. For what? Couple percent worth of damage? Like, are you kidding me? And I'm currently re-recording this video because I realized why, for the most part, most people dropped her, and it just shows me how lazy a lot of people can be and how entitled they get to their overpowered character. They dropped this character because she got slightly harder to play. But if she isn't, even if she wasn't slightly harder to play, she still only took a little damage nerf. Like, she still has her 50/50s. The only thing that has changed about her is the perception and a couple percent of damage. And people want to say that this character is mid-tier? Get out of here with that. Like, this character is not no freaking mid-tier. Definitely top 5 free. And y'all want to know the most funny part? After Sonya got nerfed, one of the pro Sonya players came up with a new combo. That right there. That gives you 37% mid-screen. Literally the same, if not the same, more damage than she got when people perceived her as the best character in the game. Nobody was doing that combo. Everybody was just doing this one, then the pop-up, and then they would end it. So a Sonya player came up with a new combo that got you the same damage mid-screen, and everybody still dropped this character because she couldn't get the 50% 2-bar in the corner. Are you freaking kidding me? And now the community wants to put her as mid-tier because you can't do a cancel in the corner to get around her old damage? Like, are you actually kidding me? This character has went downplayed too many times. In MK10, I watched this character go downplayed so much too. Demolition Sonya was so freaking stupid. She had bombs that were plus and unreactable 50/50s that you had to guess. So she could set up 3 bombs in that game and have you guess a 50/50. And if you guessed wrong, if you guessed right, she was still plus. So you had to eat like 2-3 50/50s in a row. And people downplayed her then, and they're downplaying her now. Now, I didn't play MK9, but I have heard, and what I have seen is she was top 5 in that game too. So this character has been top tier for like almost 9 years. And in the 2 games that I've played, people downplay the crap out of her. So I don't even want to know what they did in MK9. Like, let me know in the comments below if you played that game. What did they say about her in MK9? But the thing is, this character just keeps getting downplayed from what I've seen, like for the past 5 years. She's still getting downplayed, and I don't understand why people just won't admit that this character is dumb. Somebody in NRS must freaking love Sonya, because this character, from what I've seen, stays top tier, and they barely ever nerf her. This character is ridiculous. She actually is. She has some of the best, easiest zoning in the game. Some of the best 50/50s in the game. And then people want to say, oh, but she ain't got a mid. She ain't got no mid. The only thing normal about Sonya is the fact that she has no oppressive mid. These Sonya players, some of these Sonya players want this to be a mid. Like, are you freaking kidding me? They want that to be a mid. Sonya's mids are just fine. Just because her mids aren't overpowered like the rest of her freaking kit, like, don't mean that she should get this as a mid. She has a 11 frame mid with no hurt box, if she spaces it right. An 11 frame mid. 9, 10, and 11 frame mids are absolutely perfect in this game. And she has a launching mid that's 10 frames that gets you like 10 damage, like around 14, 16 if you complete it. And that's still decent for a mid in this game. It's not that great by any means, but combined with her 50/50s and her zoning, it's just fine for her, and specifically. Like, She checks you. She can check you with these mids and then make you eat 50-50s. So you either gonna eat her mids all day or 50-50s. I don't understand y'all. Like, well, I understand, but I understand why people dropped her because she got a little harder, even though I still think it's dumb that this character was bandwagoning so much and people dropped her. But what I don't understand is how people do not see this character as a top 5 character for the most part. I don't get that at all. She literally has everything you need and more. She just doesn't have an oppressive mid. That's literally it. That's all. And some Sonya players want her to get that. Heck no. I just made this video because I'm honestly like tired of how this character gets perceived in this community. This character could honestly, in her current state, freaking win a major. I honestly believe she can win a freaking major. And then watch if this character does get a top 8. Watch all these people come out of the woodworks. Oh, Sonya been good this whole time. Like we all know. Yeah, right. While y'all was putting her as mid tier. Stop. Character is freaking ridiculous. And it's honestly just annoying how she's perceived. In my personal opinion. But yeah, that's all I got to say about Sonya. I have to keep reminding this community or the people that follow me that this character is dumb and don't believe like the freaking public perception of this character for the most part. This character is dumb, overpowered, and I just don't understand why people don't perceive this character as being dumb good. Like, she gets mashed on, okay? Down 3. Down 3. Oh, look. She can gel her down 3 into her low. Her low, which is a safe mix-up because she has the low or the unsafe overhead that leads into the most meterless damage in the game. Freaking ridiculous that people are putting this character so low. Oh, look. 9 frames. 10 frame poke. Oh, she get mashed on. Gel him with the poke and then gel your 50-50. Literally all you got to do. Gel them with the down 3 and 50-50. And if they're not respecting the down 3, make them respect the down 3. That's it. Down 3, 50-50. After this hits, her game starts. And then she can condition you mid-screen around the like neutral area with her projectiles. Then run in and get a 50-50. Or just check you with this. The knee. If you're mashing on that, you get hit. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't. I really just don't. But yeah, that's my video on Sonya. Let me stop now. But like, I don't want to just keep going on with this. This character, I just had to let y'all know. It's still top 5, still ridiculous. And the perception on her for the most part in this community is just flat out wrong. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitch and my Patreon. And Nickopz out.